Hello, Chem 201L students. This is Dr. Gustin. I'm the lab coordinator and assistant chair of chemistry. I just wanted to give you some updates on the next few weeks of class. So for this week, we are doing pH and buffer. So that's March 26th week. And it will be due in 2 weeks, the week of April 6th. And then on April 6th, we'll be doing titration curves, which will be then due the week of April 13th. The approach to online lab is as follows. Your lab instructions will be in Canvas or emailed to you by your instructor. They are modified from your original lab manual. Please print them out or use them as a Word document. Within the document, there's going to be links to YouTube videos, and you will be watching those videos that go along with each segment of the lab. You then will have your sheets with sample data, and you will complete the calculations on those sheets. These can be typed or handwritten. There's also post-laboratory questions. Those should be typed, and those will replace any sort of notebook or discussion requirements. So no more notebooks or discussions. You will be turning these in to your instructor by uploading to Canvas or any way that's easiest for you. If you are doing handwritten reports, then a useful app is Scannable. So for example, here is a link to a YouTube video on how to use a pH probe. So if you click on that, you'd go to YouTube. You'd have your file within Canvas, pH and buffer spring 2020, and that will have some sample data in there. And I'll show you that in just a moment. Then you will, after you watch the videos, you can fill out the sheets for the calculations, and then there's post-lab questions to do as well. And then you'll upload those back to your instructor. Please remember that we still want to have academic honesty, so your questions must be in your own words. So here, for example, some typical data from our students from last year. This would be the pH of HCl using pH probes. You'd watch your video, you'd learn how to do the calculations, and then you'd fill them in here. The post-laboratory questions for the first one, there are 16 laboratory questions. These would be from the calculations or from the videos you've watched, and then you type out the answers to those. So some last thoughts as we embark on this new way and new format for laboratory is that we're doing our very best to provide you the opportunity to complete this course for credit. Our transfer institutions have agreed to accept this course in an online format. So the other piece to this is that in 201L, we've chosen the YouTube format with videos because starting next week, there's going to be a very high volume of usage on Canvas. And so YouTube is more accustomed to having huge numbers of people on there at the same time. And so we felt that that was a safer route to go. Later on, if we have to continue the lab class in this format, we may have other ways of presenting the material. I know, and your instructors know, that this is not an ideal situation, and we know that it is a very stressful time on many levels: academic stress, personal stress, financial stress. We know there's going to be a few weeks to adjust, and we also know there's going to be a steep learning curve for you and for us. So we would also like you to communicate as much as possible with us. The drop deadline is in April, so there's going to be time for us to determine if this approach is going to work for you. And so hold tight on that. Let's see how it goes the next couple of labs. Thank you for listening, and have a good week.